All right, guys, wanted to start with some videos before our coaches meeting. So this video, we're going to go over our offensive kind of philosophy, and just so you know, manning the camera is Asher, man. So thanks, Asher. All right, so last year at this time, we were looking at this padded flag rookie tackle really just on paper. So now we have a whole year of experience. We've been able to look and see what worked, what didn't work, what other teams are doing. I just know that I love this stuff. I love offensive football. I started coaching when I was 19 years old and had a passion for really being an offensive coordinator. So really since then, it's something that's kind of like a hobby of mine. I've been looking at different offenses and still something I really enjoy. So I kind of take it personally that we want to have the most strategic offense for this age group, just to give our kids the best chance to be successful. It means a lot to me, and that's something I want to put on my shoulders, that kind of come up with something that, look at what Coach Adams does in the high school, look at what other youth programs do for rookie tackle, padded flag, and kind of putting together something that's really special, that are give kids opportunity for success. I also did a lot of research in the off season. I got a couple books, one on youth football called the Shotgun Team Playbook for Youth Football by the Pop Warner Coach of the Year. So I got some good ideas from that. Another one called the Textbone Offense. So kind of taking some ideas from these and some other things and put together. So again, at the end of the day, we want to make sure kids have fun playing in the offense and that they're prepared for middle school and high school. All right, so a couple things. We're going to run a program offense. I think I want to leverage being small, right? And I think the best way to do things is have a program offense that we all run the same plays year after year at each level. Things are progressive, using the same terminology just to make it. I think it's better for the kids. So we'll have really 3 levels of our offense for flag, padded flag, and rookie tackle. That layers in complexity. We're also going to have 4 types of plays. We're going to have an attitude play or 2, our base plays, some complementary plays off those base plays, and some what I call explosive plays. So plays that might run once or twice a game and just you're going for the home run shot. So that's where we're going to organize them. So why does it make sense to run a program offensive system just versus every coach doing their own thing? First of all, I think consistency breeds confidence. I want confident kids who are confident in what they're running, confident in their offense. If they believe in their offense, it makes a difference. So if the year after year they're running the same base plays, same terminology, not having to learn new systems, I think, and then at least I think buy-in. If we get the kids to buy into what we're doing, the coaches, the players, the parents, if they believe in our offense because it's successful, I think it's a good thing. Again, not learning new language, not learning new plays. Again, the technique points are the same. The drills are also built together to build, and what that does is decrease cognitive load. So kids know what to do, they know where to line up, they know where to go, they can execute without thinking over time. Again, having a sequential level to level that builds across those flag, padded flag, rookie tackle. Also, it gives us the ability to pivot, right? We're small. Last year we had some teams that had lost a couple players for whatever reason, and we had to pull some kids from other teams, and we can do that. If we're all running the same plays, the kids got to go from the blue to gold team for whatever reason, it fits right in. Or if we want to do a third grade only game like we did versus Rexville, we're able to do that, running the same offense. Also, too, in the off season, we can kind of practice our base plays at winter skills camp and spring flag. We can run some of those things. So, execution over time. So, also, I want our coaches to grow the offense. I think we get a coach who starts in first grade and he's going to get more comfortable and confident offense as the coaches grow through it too, and really get to know it like the back of their hand. And what we're going to do is start with the best case scenario for rookie tackle, and then scale the offense back each level all the way through, so we can really build a high literacy for our kids and skill and confidence. So next thing I have is we got to ask ourselves, what do we want to be great at here? So 3 things. I think we want to have speed and space. We don't have the biggest kids here in Independence, so I think like our jet sweep plays, what we call Superman, are now passed, we call Ninja. So we want to be really great at getting speed and space with those plays. Number 2, take advantage of double teams and reading kids. So I like to get double teams and read some players. So kind of triple option kind of type things where we can take advantage of that and run with quick hitters. I don't like to sustain blocks very long, so if you can double team, quick hit, and just get kids getting off the ball and going, run the ball downhill. And I also want to have high percentage explosive passing plays. I want our kids confident throwing the football. We want to throw the ball either to the sideline or the end zone for the most part. High percentage plays. It's a bummer for a kid to throw interceptions, so I really like the condensed, receiver formations. You have so much room to throw the ball, lead kids on flags and outs or verticals. So and shorten those passes up. And you'll see a lot of that in college and pros. There's a lot of condensed, flex receiver formations. So I think it makes a lot of sense for what we're doing. So we have a handful of pass plays that are simple that we can accomplish. So I think we did a good job of that last year. Also, the big four things for our players, I think we boil down things. One, we want to have our kids have a great stance. Whatever position, be in a great stance. Number two, know where they're going. Number three, come off the ball with attitude and swagger. And number four, play hard till the whistle blows. So when we're coaching our kids, I want that to be the four main things we talk about. Now, the objectives of our offensive game plan, we want to develop strong contact skills, blocking, and position skills as their primary positions. We want to strategically enable our kids to be successful and competitive, like I talked about. I want it to be fun to play in. Our offense should be engaging for really everybody, not just one or two kids. And I think we want an offense that ultimately leads to retention. It's so fun and it works, and we're scoring touchdowns. Kids want to keep coming and playing, and we're spreading the ball around. It's also consistent, again, progressing from 1st to 6th grade. Kids build confidence, limit cognitive load, comparison from middle school. I also want our offense to develop a high football literacy, right? To really understand the game. We want simple blocking assignments, right? Just if we can get great at drive blocking and some down blocking, I think let's keep it simple and have the kids come off the ball and get blocking with the attitude. And the more plays we can get with the same blocking schemes, the better. Especially when we're having with the USA football kids having a line position and skill position, learn them both. So it's even more important to be simple. Ability to run the same plays from under center and shotgun, so we can sequentially go from flag to rookie tackle. And depending on your team, like if you don't have your kid who's really good at snapping, it might make sense to go under center. And I want you to have the ability to pivot a little bit. I also want you to be able to adapt to your individual team strengths. We have a lot of little fast kids, and the other team has some bigger downhill runners. Let's have some flexibility there. Again, we want to spread the ball around to different positions, not just a tailback getting the ball or a quarterback getting the ball the whole game. We don't just want one or two kids getting the ball. We want to spread the ball around. We want to have a horizontal running attack with sweeps and jet sweeps and a vertical downhill running attack. We want to have answers for defensive adjustments. Again, we want our players, we have a primary line and skill position for our games, but we also want our kids exposed to all the different positions, and we have camps in spring and flag football practices. So we have lots of opportunities besides fall football to get kids exposed year-round to different positions. So we can focus more on the fall with kids playing their primary positions. So our goals for this year, after we've learned some things, looking at what we did last year, these are some goals I have, some improvements. Number one, I really want to improve how we coach blocking in the kids blocking in games. We want to sell a culture of being selfless and being tough. We want to celebrate great blocks. We're going to do helmet stickers and big block awards and things like that. We got to celebrate blocking. It's going to make Coach Adams happy later. We're going to have great stances with our blocking. We're going to have drive blocking. We're going to have 3 core drills that we do over and over again. Things like that. So another goal is to have cleaner shotgun snaps. We are going to go to the dead snap. I think we just got to do it for everybody. We're in a better position too. The kids are more upright and better to block and get off the ball. That's what our high school program does. We'll show you that later with the skill. But I really got to commit, I think, to everybody, all of our kids doing the dead snap. I have to get more kids involved in the offense. We're going to do more of a double slot formation. We have 2 running backs. We're going to be running the ball a lot more than passing. So let's get more kids kind of playing the running back. We're going to have kind of the slot back positions. We're kind of a hybrid of running back receiver. So our kids are kind of getting a broad skill base there. Let's see. Again, we want to improve our sweep game with better sweeps. Really solid perimeter blocking. We want to get around the edge faster. Kind of bubble a little bit to get around that play side guard block. And we want to be able to sweep right or left. in most of our formations. We also want to add a downhill running attack this year. I love downhill running attack. I'm more of a power football kind of guy, so we're going to have some pistol and I formations, and we're going to be doing some A and B gap dives. Also, let's see, ability to run the same. I said that. Also, one thing we want to do is take advantage of motion. You know, at this young age, you start motioning people, they're going to draw eyeballs. So I think let's take advantage of using some motion. We can practice it all year long, which we're doing it in our spring flag and some winter stuff. So I think if our kids practice it, it'll be an advantage. All right, so that is some of our kind of philosophy. A couple other things quickly I'll go over. Our basics, again, our huddle. When we get in a huddle, the center is going to yell, reload with the arms up really loud. We'll get in our huddle. Quarterback's the only person who talks in the huddle. He'll say the play, right, nice and loud. You know, for instance, River, Superman left, River, Superman left, ready, break. All right, I think make sure all our teams are really sharp on those breaks, and then we're going to, sprint out of the huddle and get set. No lollygagging. All right, linemen's will go kind of finger to finger, and as soon as the quarterback says down, kind of in sequence with some discipline, and then our cadence is that down with a slight pause, and ready, ready, set, hit, down, ready, ready, set, hit. It needs to be the same rhythm every time. You get kids who are pause, do it different rhythms, and you get kids jumping off sides. Again, like last year, I think we just keep it really simple and just go on one every time. All right, one less thing we have to practice. Yeah, we can focus on practicing other things. So, also our positions, we're going to have a left running back, which we'll call an L, left guard, center, right, our quarterback, our right guard, and a right running back, which we'll call an R, and our receiver / tight end X. That'll be kind of our base way we do things. Our receiver, our X, will be in multiple positions. So I want to have him flex 2 or 3 yards. I want to have him spread out. I want to have him as a tight end. So that's something we'll do. Our alignments, right? Our guards will be really 1 yard from the center, that fingertip to fingertip, to make sure we got proper spacing. Our slots will be 1 yard when we are in a double slot. They'll be 1 yard outside of the guard, right, and just back off the line. Well, some other formations we call river and lake, where slots will be a little bit wider, where we're going to have them 3 to 4 yards outside that guard. If we have a fullback, under center, he'll be about 3 to 4 yards behind the center. If we're like in a shotgun pistol, he'll be 1 yard behind the quarterback. For shotgun, for a quarterback, for our older guys, we want their heels around 4 yards. We don't want to be too deep. It'll mess up the timing of things. We want to get the snap really quick. Heels at 4, I think, is a good way to do it. Our younger guys maybe can go up to 3.5 yards for 3rd and 4th grade. So that is that for this video. We'll do formations next. Thanks, guys.
Bye.